Hey everybody, what is up and how are you guys feeling today? So it's your girl Khadijah Baines here, the Clarity Queen, the #1 branding strategist here to talk to you about the importance of personal branding and why it's so vital for you to protect yours. So some of you guys might not understand what personal branding is, right? Some of you guys might hear it when it comes to celebrities. You might hear this when it comes to athletes or just when it comes to like big corporations, but you've never heard it when it comes to like your actual individual brand. You know, someone like you and I. Hey, Anna Marie. Hey, girl. And I want to talk to you about the importance of personal branding and how every moment of the day, whether you realize it or not, you are actually branding yourself. And when it comes to your brand, there's a lot of benefits that can happen from it, okay? You can build these amazing lifelong relationships. There can be tons of business opportunities. There can be, audiences that you could be, actually communicating to, whether it's through Facebook Lives, whether it's through your Instagram, your social media, whether it's through you trying to just have a simple job interview. You're constantly communicating your personal brand to the outside world. Now, the question is, what message are you communicating? When people hear your name, what are they thinking? Now, Jeff Bezos said, it's not about, like, pretty much your brand is this. It's not about what people say while you're in the room, but rather what your brand represents is about what people say once you leave the room. So if you feel like there's something about you that people will speak down on, or if something that, is not strong and it's not representing you in the light that you want to be represented in, then that means your brand is not strong enough. And that means that you have some things that you might want to work on. So whether this is a business, whether this is for your personal development, whether you're someone who wants to go viral on social media, or you're just someone who wants to have some type of self-development for yourself and to actually, reach your fullest potential, this video is still for you. Because we all have our own personal brand. We all have a vision in our mind about how we perceive ourselves, how we want the outside world to actually see us as well. And it's just a matter of, are you actually communicating that to the outside world? Because here's the thing. Hey, Roger. No one knows exactly how you want to be seen, okay? When people hear your name, at the end of the day, they just hear your name. But it's up to you to choose what people think of when they hear your name, what people see when they see you on social media. Who are you representing as an individual? What are your values? What are your standards? And what are some of the things that you want people to hold you accountable for? And what are some of the things you are going to hold accountable to others as well? So if you're the type of person that says, I'm good, I'm good. Like, I don't need help with this. I don't need help with that. If you're that type of person that says that, guess what? People are going to believe you. If you are someone that says, I'm confident, I'm bold, I'm fearless, guess what? If you carry yourself that way, people are going to believe you. And if you are someone who says, that I'm timid or I'm scared, or you're someone that says, I'm not that confident, people are going to believe you. So everything that you do, you want to actually think about, how are you representing yourself? What is some of the things that people are seeing within you or seeing on the outside, version of you that you might not want people to perceive, because you represent your brand. No one else can tell you how to carry yourself. If I say I carry myself as a queen, then guess what? Everyone else is going to start to see me as a queen. Everyone else is going to start to see me as a very wholesome young lady, someone who has high standards, someone who's very successful, someone who's extremely ambitious, someone who is the clarity queen, someone who speaks highly of herself and also helps others around her do the same thing. So it all starts with you when it comes to your brand. So there's 3 tips I want to go ahead and mention to you to do, okay, when it comes to your personal brand. The first thing is this. You have to first look within yourself in order to, relate to the outside world, okay? So in order for you to actually communicate a clear branding message to the outside world about you, you first have to get clear on who you are and what you want to represent, okay? So how can anyone else pick up the message that you're trying to relay if you don't know? So these are the type of questions you have to ask yourself. Who am I? What is my purpose? What message do I want to communicate to myself every single day? What makes me happy? What makes me confident? What makes me, what are some of the weaknesses that I need to work on so that everyone else can see the strength, the beauty, the confidence, the ambition, the success, everything that you want the outside world to see? It starts with you first. But if you don't believe it, no one around you will believe it. It starts with you. So raise your standards. Raise your standards on what you want to represent. Raise your standards on what are some of the things you're going to settle for, or what are some of the things that you want in your life, the people, the habits, the places, the money, the income, everything, your health. Who do you want to represent when it comes to your brand? That's the first thing. The next thing is you want to basically, your brand, you want to be able to now live the life of the person that you're trying to relay now, okay? So if I say I'm confident, what does a confident woman do? Does a confident woman sleep until 12 o'clock? No. Does a confident woman walk with her head down? No. Does a confident woman get involved with drama? Posting things that has nothing to do with nothing, not working on their self-development, not working on their business? No, a confident woman does anything and everything that it's going to take, that's going to help build her up. So you have to ask yourself that, who are you and what do you want to represent? If you are confident, if you are bold, if you are fearless, if you are ambitious, you want to be able to represent that to the outside world, but it starts with you. The next thing is to act as if. So I talked about this when I said, does a confident woman do these things? But now it's a matter of just believing that you are that person. When you believe, everyone else will believe. Trust me, I can walk and not know where I'm going, but because I walk with such confidence and because I know where I know exactly where I'm going in a way, everyone's going to follow me. Everyone's going to follow me. And that's just because the way I carry myself. People are wondering, Khadijah, how is this happening for you? How are you meeting these people? How are you going these places? How are you making this money? How is all of these things happening for you? Guess what? I believe. I believe it's happening for me right now, even when it wasn't happening. I acted as if everything was working in my favor now, even when it wasn't happening. I stayed consistent. And I kept the same positive energy throughout. It's one thing to stay consistent, but it's another thing to stay positive throughout the consistency. But it's just a matter of what you want to represent, because that's my brand. That's who I am. I am all of these things. But who are you is the question. So whether you're in business or whether this is just for your personal development, it's all connected. If you're in business, what type of messaging are you communicating to your audience? Does your audience feel you on a very deep emotional level? Or are you just trying to sell to them? Are you just trying to put your product in front of them, but not trying to connect to them on a very deep level? Guess what? It's 2019. We know when you're trying to sell. So it's not just about selling anymore. It's about connecting. It's about building lifelong relationships. And when you show a part of you to the people you're trying to reach, they can feel that. Like right now, you can feel what I'm saying because I'm connecting to you just genuinely. I'm being very transparent. There's no fluff in the middle of this conversation. So what do you represent? What is your brand? Be the best version of you, be transparent, and be honest with yourself, because the last thing you want to do is play yourself, okay? So whatever you decide to represent, just let it be the purest, most honest version of you, okay? So this was Khadijah Baines talking to you guys tonight about branding and the importance of personal branding and how it's so vital to protect your brand and always to just communicate a clear message of who you are, what you represent, what values you have, and most importantly, what are your standards. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope you got some value. If you did get any value on this video, make sure you like and share it. I would love the support. I invite you to do so. And I'm going to catch you guys later. See ya.